Hey, it's Bridget. I did a card reading that I wanted to share with you today. Very simple. That became very deep, deeper and deeper and deeper. So I started with just a 3-card spread. I asked a simple question about a move, a potential move. And the middle is the present. And so that's what I start with always when I'm doing the cards. I start with this one. And then I feel which one goes next, if it's the past or the future. Usually it's present, past, reflection, and then future. What's next? So this is the card deck of the Rooted Woman that I've been using all the time. And I love this deck. I just love it. It's very Celtic. That's probably why I like it so much of Sharon Blackie's work. But Rhiannon. Okay, this is just not a Fleetwood Mac song. I know it's different. But anyway, the story carrier. I've gotten her off and on the past few months. And the idea of the fact that she's actually literally sitting on a horse feels like a movement, like quicker movement than just as if she were walking. But I love the idea of the sun and the vibrant blue energy and the green, lush green energy around and all this little magical energy that's surrounding her. This feels positive and hopeful, and look at that aura as well. Lots of green, heart-based energy. So present moment right now, lots of stories that are connected to heart. Heart experiences, emotions, empathy, empathicness, which could maybe lean toward a sensitivity to what's going on around me environmentally at this time. Okay, so that's the first card I got. Then the second one was the past card, and it was the cliff, standing on the edge. Whoa, I could have literally fallen off. This is like me 2 years ago. And the energy of the wind coming and the rain coming and the water and this constant like state of stormy energy and bare feet and cuddling self, it seems like. But the red is rooted and here we are with the green, with the earth, and here we are with light behind as well. So even when you're on the edge, even being on the edge of the cliff, standing on the edge, the edge could be a choice point. It could be walking a fine line. It could be duality. This is past, though. This is what has been here at this point. Excuse me. Then the next card I got was the future card. And that is, okay, is there a move? Bridge. Oh, and that is my name. And 1, 3 equals 4, 13. That's a great supportive energy for future. That's like community. 13 Indigenous grandmothers is what I click into. And the words are the place between worlds. So the transitioning into the future, transitioning into the next thing. This could literally be afterlife. This could be, you're not moving until you're going out of here in spirit form. Or it could mean there's lots of opportunity here to be created as far as manifestation or change happens. Regardless, there's a bridge that supports from this place to the next, whatever that looks like. And then here we are with the water element, lots of supportive, emotional, heart-based energy with that green vibration as well. So this feels pretty good. But then I was like, okay, so this makes me a little like, future, is this going to be hard? Is this going to be something that, because she's facing the past, so like she's really contemplating like the stories and what's happened before or what she's been on the edge of, and what comes next. It's like, is this death? Literal death? Is this transition afterlife? What is this? Or to the next thing, what is this? So I asked for more information. So again, staying with the Rooted Woman deck, thinking that I would just get one more card. That was my intention, was to get one more card. I got 3. All 3 came out at the same time. But this one was very clearly the center. Now, don't let this scare you, because I'm recording this at the Halloweeny season. The Morrigan, who I really like this energy. It feels very priestess, very mystic. She feels very shaman. She feels like a connector. She's connected to the crow or raven energy. To me, the crow is an important symbol, especially this year. The crow has been a totem spirit animal for 2025 for me. And again, there's a very cosmic and mystical presence here with her energy. And the words are death and rebirth. So loss and gain, or letting go and moving into, it could be a lot of different things here, however you interpret this energy. This could feel like a bad energy right now in the moment, but it's also fall. We're going to hit Samhain here in a week, and so it makes sense that this would be here as like a grounded, rooted, stabilizing, steady, calming energy. And at the same time, I pulled this card not too long after I was listening, or actually before, I think it was before I pulled the card, I was listening to a book that talked about the Morgan, just briefly mentioned it. And I was like, wait, what? What? It was talking, I'm like, what? Oh, crazy. Just lots of synchronicity, which is very supportive, right? So then the past, what I got was the fall, number 8. Love that number 8. It's the same. 8 here and 8 here. It's not 17, it's 8, as you know numerology. So this is double. So it feels like there's a commonality between what has happened here and what is now. And if you look at the cards this way, you can see I'm at the cliff and I fell, or did I fly? What is the fall? Is it the letting go and the moving forward? What is this? And does it have something to do with the way this direction of the person's facing? It's just so interesting. It's so interesting. Then the future, this energy is the pilgrimage. This is the pilgrimage. And she has the light, and she has a crow, and she has a fox, which the fox is important to me in my business and my work. The fox was a marketing and sales person for me years ago, like 8, 9, 10 years ago, when I needed a totem animal to help support me, because I needed something to support me, and this fox showed up, which has been with me a lot, off and on in my life walk. I know I had a little fox stuffed animal my auntie gave me when I had my very first surgery, when I was in the hospital when I was 5 years old. So, all right. So interesting, isn't it? Do you see the pattern yet? Maybe not totally yet. Okay, we got more. So then I went to my trusty, handy dandy 13 Moon Oracle. This book deck I've used since 2013. So I know the archetypes in here very well. So it's easy to connect them to other tools, other decks. So interestingly, I'm gonna sit down now. I got 3 face cards, which feels very powerful. When I asked for additional information, that's all I asked for. I'd like some additional information about a move. First card I got, boom, the Queen of Death. Again, don't let this scare you. Don't let your brain get in here and go, oh, that's creepy. It is the season, my friends, the season. This is a lot about alignment. You got the 5 points of the star and the circle around it, encompassing and folding safe and sacred space, quiet, stillness within. That's what it feels like to me. And this could be all the way through the end of the year, through the winter solstice. So this could be the season, the time that we're in right now. This could be literally saying the season of the earth right now, like this is where you're at, or it could be the season of life, that you're in this place of death and rebirth. And oh, here we go with the stories. What are the stories that are showing up in the now moment? These two are definitely connected to this time of life, this season. So it could really, really symbolize a letting go and a starting something new. It could totally do that. Or it could just be, hey, literal, spend time in the season right now, and then you will know at the time in which it's right for you to know more information. Could totally also be that. So the past card was the Weaver Dreamer, which is the wheel of the year, which literally is the turn of the wheel, which literally is connected to the cycles of life, which literally is also connected to when you do the Celtic wheel of the year, which I've done before. And I've observed that in a whole year cycle, where the wheel of the year starts in the energy vibration of Samhain, which is Halloween, or which is the 31st of October. Or if you start with the astrological new year, it's different. It's a little bit into November, I believe. But for me, this really resonates with the web, which is a grid. This is supportive grid and what has been woven. The weaver and the dreamer, the creating the house, the family, the life here in the past has been done in dreaming about the future, the present, and now, where there is a shift and change. It's kind of like when somebody retires or they downsize or that kind of vibe. That's almost the vibe that's here. But this is freaky. Freaky. This is the initiator. She can also be considered the challenger. She has a sword of truth. She can cut cords like Archangel Michael does, but she also has a catalyzing energy. That's what you see with the lightning. Instant change. In a minute, there's change. And she has a little, I think it's a hawk at her shoulder. I don't think that's an eagle. I think it's a hawk. I'm not sure what that is, to be honest with you here, as I'm looking at this to feel the vibes. I'm just now seeing the bird in a, oh gosh. Oh, it feels intense, actually. It feels very focused. Oh my gosh, it feels about transition and change. Very, very focused. And the sacred geometry is the diamond shape, or lots of change, air element, vibration. Oh my goodness. She scares the crap out of me. Okay, this is not the kind fairy godmother. This is the, I'm going to kick your ass godmother kind of vibe, right? I'm going to do what's best for you. That signifies massive to me. Major change or unsettling, something disruptive, disruption like hello world right now, but disruption like you're going to have a change and it's not going to be your choice, or it's going to happen fast, or you're not going to have as much of a say as you think if you drag your feet. Which, going back to, might be why there's a horse right now and a bridge being built. You see? And the indication that there's a journey that's going. So there's a bridge to the journey, and then the challenge, or massive shift change. It could be massive shift change, massive energy change, something to nudge you. It doesn't have to be literal. It could be decision made. Like it could be me instigating a change into a journey where there will be bridges of opportunity in between the states, in between the now and the future. There are in between things that will be happening that may very well support whatever is for my greatest good. So this feels okay altogether, but if I were to just got this, I would have been like, oh, it's gonna be hard, jumping to conclusions, listening to my brain. But if you look at these together, so this is the past. I asked the question about moving. Is there a move? Tell me about a move. There's a cliff. There's a decision to be made on the edge. This has been building for a while. There has been a duality energetically. You always knew this was a possibility, but you've been afraid to make any changes. But you've been supported and grounded, and you've been willing to stand here alone on the edge of this cliff and ponder what is next. Then you take the leap up into the air. The fall isn't going downward, it's going up. So this may very well acknowledge the ascent. The process from the past has been difficult, and now there's an upward motion that's supporting your now moment to bringing you where you're at. And you have done the work. You have created the family. You have woven the homestead. You have created the energy in the earth grid that is supporting you and has been for some time. And you've dreamed whatever is next in this time that is now into life. And so this time that is now, this now moment regarding a move, is the stories that have been collected and gathered, and the stories that are still influencing the value system, belief system, the limiting beliefs, the limiting stories, the stuff that it's like, don't just take one story, look at it cumulatively. Then you've got this magical energy of the choice of death and rebirth, of sifting and sorting, of helping to use discernment and make a decision, but not with your brain, with your gut. And then we've got the obvious Queen of Death, the energy of clearing out with the old, letting go, being able to not be attached, to be present, to really see clearly the support that you have in this now moment. It doesn't mean you have to take action. The Queen of Death is not a time for action. She is a stillness. She is an embodiment. She is a womb space Like if you think of it in terms of like a pregnancy, she is the womb that allows the baby to grow, and that takes time. And then the future, we've got the bridge, the in-between world into the journey, and supporting with catalyst energy, with quick change, with opportunities to have it be better, to challenge the stories, to have it be better than you possibly could think of being now. Or initiator, challenger could be totally different than this Queen of Death energy. This could be just a very active energy. So then 2 more cards were pulled, which is the do this, don't do that cards. This comes from the Journey deck by Kelly Fitzgerald from the Truth and Story on YouTube. And so this goes up here. This is the do this. Waxing moon, which cycle of life are you in? You are building. You are building right now. Now, this could be an active card, saying like you're actively doing something, creating something, or this could be an acknowledgement of what has been. And as you are becoming, that you get the choice. You are at choice. Then this card is what came from don't do this. This is the air element. Didn't we say air? We said something vibrationally with air element. I know that. And we also had the intellect. Now, air can be kind of ditzy. It can be not secure. It can be a lot about change. It can be also about creativity. Noticing the yellow in the solar plexus, but it says intellect, and the intellect is the piece that I'm really zooming in on. It's not the mind. It's not the mind. It's dropping back down into that womb space for the building of whatever is to become. So this is an example reading. Very interesting, isn't it? This is Bridget. I hope you've enjoyed listening to an example of a reading.